Hello, everybody. Happy Tuesday afternoon. Hope yours is going well. We've got another Seahawks video to get to today, but first we just hit 2,200. Nice little milestone there, 2,200 subscribers to the channel. Shout out to all the subscribers, and special tip of the cap goes to the channel members, including elite channel members HaWKxXAsYLuM, Brandon Mikel, Rip, Scott Todd, Hasher for MVP, VGK Tigers 75, John Harper, and Salacious Crumb. Alright, it's Tuesday, so you guys know what time it is. We're going to take a look at the situational play calling of the Seahawks. We only got one game left, guys, so there's a pretty good chance that the numbers you see today are going to basically be the numbers that are on the final report card for this offense come next week. So we have a pretty good idea of the ways in which the offense changed their philosophies, at least in terms of their situational game planning. But let's go ahead and go through it number by number and see what we can learn. Because if there's one thing that's happened in recent weeks that has shifted things a little bit, it would be fair to say that this Seahawks team has become a little more run-centric. They've been running the ball a little bit more than they were before. They were one of the most pass-happy teams in the league to start the season, and as time has gone on, we've gotten away from that, and I don't know how to feel about it. My stance on what a team needs to do in the modern NFL to be successful has not changed, but it is possible that the personnel that we have are not capable of running the high-flying pass-first, pass-second, pass-third offense that I wanted to have. And I'm not putting it on any one player, but it could be the combined powers of all of our players on offense just cannot support 50 pass attempts a game, kind of like what we're seeing in Buffalo. They're kind of the greatest example right now of an offense that passes the ball a lot and has a ton of success. Maybe we're just not cut out for that right now. I don't know. But nevertheless, we are still passing the ball more than the average NFL team. As you can see, our run percentage through 15 games is still 40%. This is 19th in the league. So we pass the ball a little bit more than average. Not a lot, but a little. And maybe that's reasonable at this point in time, especially because Lockett's probably not 100%, especially because David Moore may not be 100%, especially without Josh Gordon, with Will Dissly and Greg Olsen at less than 100% out there. It might be what we need to accept is the best path forward for this offense to play at an effective level. First down run percentage has also not changed from last week. It is at 47%. And it is at 21st in the league. So we pass a little more than the average on first down, but not by a lot. Pretty good. And hey, if you compare it to the last 2 years, it's a pretty remarkable turnaround. We've gone from a team 2 years ago that ran the ball on 2/3 of their first downs to a team that is now running the ball on less than half of their first downs. So pretty notable, pretty significant. First down and long, we did finally face one first and long against the Rams, and we passed the ball. So our first down and long run percentage has bumped down to 15%, 24th in the league. Only two times this year have we run the ball on first and long. So that's pretty good, and that's a big turnaround from the last 2 years where we saw us do it almost half the time. So big improvement here. I love seeing this. And second down and very long, we're just not finding ourselves in this situation hardly at all this year. We've faced 5 first and very longs this season. 5. So insignificant, it's almost like they didn't happen. Yes, we did run the ball on 2 of those 5 plays, which I don't like, but I also recognize that in a 16-game season, 2 plays out of the 1,000+ you run is not that big of a deal. So pretty happy here, gotta say. This is pretty solid, even though 40% is higher than I would like. Second down run percentage, still at 39%. Big improvement over the last 2 years. 17th in the league, so basically right in the middle. We are right in the middle when it comes to our run percentage on second down, which seems pretty reasonable to me. I wouldn't mind it being a little bit lower, but I also recognize that it was lower, and the offense kind of lost the plot in a couple of games this year. So, hey, maybe this is just the balance that we need to have in order to have an effective offense. I don't know. It's hard to know right now. After the season is over, after we see what we do in the playoffs, maybe we'll have a slightly better idea. Second down and medium is the exact same as second down overall. 39% we are running the ball basically at league average, 15th in the league. So 39%, again, it's a big improvement in my opinion over the last 2 years, or at least a modest improvement, 39%. I'll take it. I'll take the improvement. It's a downtick of 4% from last year, downtick of 13% from the previous year, so clearly headed in the right direction there. Second down and long, we're at 29%, which you guys know me. You guys know I would prefer this number to be below 10%. I would prefer this number to be 0 maybe, because I truly believe second down and long running is just bad. However, 19th in the league is not bad. I'm willing to live with that. And to a certain extent, you're going to see this number get a little inflated because you have a quarterback who takes off and scrambles on some second and long. So this is a pretty good place for this Seahawks team to be. It's a big improvement over what we saw the last 2 years. And it has to be said that this offense has at least, even though we've gotten away from the pass first, pass second, pass third offense that in my head I want and in my heart that I want, we're at least doing a pretty good job avoiding running the ball on obvious passing situations. Third down. All right, so this was a pretty good week for the third down offense in terms of their situational play calling. I think it ticked down to 26, and I think of the 13 third downs we faced, we only ran the ball twice or something like that. It was 2 for 14 or 2 for 13 or something like that. Not that we converted a lot of them, but I like the concept. I appreciate the effort, even if the results were not stellar. We are still 9th in the league in run percentage on third down, which I'm not crazy about. And I still think this is an area we could have done better this year, but it's in line with what we saw the last 2 years. So I also understand that, hey, it could be a lot worse. Now, one area where we actually did get worse, this hasn't changed from last week, but third down and long, we are running the ball 44% of the time, which I find to be ridiculous. 14 of 32 of our third and longs have been run plays, first in the league by far. I don't know what this is about, but I can't stand it. I think it's losing football. Even if Wilson is not the greatest quarterback in the league, even if Wilson isn't the guy I thought he was, I find it very hard to believe that you're going to win very many games or you're going to have very many good results by running the ball on third and long. So if there's one area of this offense that I just want to cut off the rest of the boat and try to complete the journey without, it would be the part of the offense that keeps running the ball on third and long. And hey, that's the only real blemish on this report card for me right now. It's normalized a little bit. There was a point in time this year where we were running the ball even less than this. And hey, maybe I overestimated our offense's capability to become that Buffalo Bill style offense. But this is solid, man. And we got one game left. We don't even know if the game's going to be very meaningful. But what you see is, for the most part, what you're going to get. So I would say this offense has done a lot of really good stuff this year. And I know as of right now, we're 7th in the league in points, which is a big downtick from where we were last week, and it's pretty close to what we had last year. So I don't know if our improvements in this area are necessarily going to show through in the production of the offense, but we'll have a better picture of that after the game next week. And until then, peace out, Go Hawks. Might be another video later today if we get some updates on guys like Josh Gordon and Mike Upati, but more than likely, you will see me in stream later tonight, and hope to see you there. Peace out, Go Hawks.